Hey everybody, ignore that, that's not as bad as it looks. Today I thought I would do something a little different and read some Assassin's Creed fanfiction. This is going to be fun. Now this one's just titled Connor x Ezio question mark. Let's take a read, shall we, and try not to get terminal cancer while we do it. Ezio, what's that falling from the sky, Connor? Connor says, it's called snow, Ezio. Like, Ezio's not stupid, he knows what snow is. Ezio and Connor go outside of the homestead mansion and walk around the yard. Connor tracks down a fox and follows the fox. Then a bear comes and Connor killed the bear before any of them got killed or hurt. They continue their walk and then Ezio starts to catch a cold. You don't catch a cold just like that, and you definitely don't catch a cold in the cold. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You're more likely to catch a cold in the fucking heat. Ezio coughs and sneezes. Connor says, Ezio, are you okay? Ezio says, I've got terminal fucking cancer, what do you think? I caught a cold, I think. How the fuck, man? And Connor says, Ezio, go inside the house, okay? Ezio goes inside the house and lays down on the couch. Connor comes back inside and puts a damp rag on Ezio's forehead. Ezio says, thank you, Connor. Connor smiles lightly and goes to make some dinner. The fuck, man? The fuck? I'm fucking about to kill myself. Ezio's point of view. I was walking around the house to find Achilles or Connor, but I can't find them. I hear voices downstairs. I go downstairs to the basement and see the old man staring at a chibi Connor. I walk over to Connor and pick him up. I feel Ezio pick me up. I yell, let me go! I had a cute squeaky voice. What happened to my normal voice? I said really angrily. Ezio just keep holding me in his hands and pet me on the head. No one's point of view. Connor wants to become normal, but Ezio doesn't. Yeah, what? Yeah, Ezio loves Chibi Connor, but Connor doesn't like it at all. Ezio puts Connor down, then Connor turns back to normal. Warning, this part is Guy X Guy. Connor kisses Ezio on the lip. Fuck this! No! Fuck, no, fuck. That was literally almost out of nowhere. Like, how the fuck did somebody write this and think that was okay? Time to Skip brought by Edward Kenway dancing to He's a Pirate by Rebel. The fuck is this shit? Haytham's point of view. I've been in the tavern where our fellow Templars are at. I think to myself, how my son doing without me and Ezio? Spelt incorrectly, you fuck. Connor's mom, who is a Native American, question mark. So I leave to go to the homestead and see an Italian assassin who was talking to Connor, my son. Hello there, Connor. Stares at me. Connor's point of view. My father is going to kill me if he finds out that I'm an assassin. Why? Because my father is Grand Master Templar Haytham Kenway himself. Fuck this. Yeah, you heard me. Grand Master Templar. Assassins and Templars are enemies. The man named Charles Lee choked me and burned my village down. Charles Lee is my father's order. I don't really like the man too much because he burned my fucking village down. Why, you may ask? Because he choked me and burned my village down and killed my mom. Did he now? No, really? Ezra's point of view. I stare at Connor wondering why he looks super mad. Connor, I ask, why are you super mad? Connor says, because my father is the Grand Master Templar. I stood there shocked to my best friend's father is a Templar. Look, okay, Ezio was dead by almost like a fucking Ezio was dead for like 130 years before fucking Connor anyway, so no, like 230 years, sorry, before Connor anyway, so what is this business? Time to Skip brought to you by Ezio and Arno eating pasta and French bread. What the shit? I walk around looking for a Native American village. I've actually lost the plot here. Aaron's point of view. Who's Aaron? Arno's point of view. Bonjour, I say when I write. You know, Arno's got a fucking bland as fuck British accent, right? I see a native and an Italian assassin. I stare at the new assassin, which is French. John assassin, I say, the kind smile. Connor doesn't look happy. Of course Connor doesn't look happy. He's fucking Connor. Time Skip brought to you by Connor building snowmen and Ezio killing the snowmen because Ezio thinks they're Templars. The fuck? Ezio's not that stupid. You third person point of view. Ezio, Connor and Arno go inside the manor. They talk for 7 hours. Then they fall asleep while they're sat at the dinner table. The end of this chapter. Please comment ideas for new chapters. Delete this. This one's just titled A Slave, and its picture at the top there is Hatham pulling a very uncomfortable face. So let's have a look. You were taken by Hatham Kenway the Templars. It's been 4 years since you started being their slave. You have been kicked, punched, slapped, whipped, and all the worst things ever imaginable, like raped, fucked, and burned. That all because you wanted to stay alive. It was a normal day for you 4 years ago. You were outside, the streets were crowded as usual, your family worked as assassins. Both of them were killed when you were 8. You were raised by their best friend because you didn't know the rest of your family. Your father and mother's friend was an assassin as well. Even though you were not an assassin, he trained you to protect yourself from Templars and any kind of threat. Then why the fuck was he being whipped for 4 years? Your hair blew in your face. You tucked it behind your ear. You looked out for people because you were targeted by the Templars. You didn't know why, but you were. You bent down to get all of the clothes you dropped by accident. You hear a noise behind you. You ignore this. Get up, a person said behind you. His knife to his throat, to your throat. You got up and he brought you into the streets. People panicked, screaming their lungs out. You grabbed the arm which was holding the knife and ducked, tried to swing at you, but he got his knife and stabbed him in the throat first. People saw you. Ah! Assassin! Assassin! Some people said, screaming in the top of their lungs. Well, how the fuck does everybody know what an assassin is? Like, most people have no fucking idea that it's even a thing in the universe itself. No, that's dumb as fuck. Like, seriously, no offense to AC fanfic lover with the Assassin's Creed Syndicate Jacob Fry is bisexual and in a relationship with Jack the Ripper profile picture there. This is actually... I actually don't want to read this anymore. Alright, let's take a read of the description of Assassin's Creed Choices. A fairy tale-esque Assassin's Creed involving two strangers from very diverse existences, each with their own secrets. This is not a true crossover, but an AC story that is merely using the Star Wars galaxy as a... Fuck this! Old Jacob Fry X-Reader. Hi guys, this is my first fact fiction. Sorry, I apologise if any misspelt words or if it doesn't make sense in general. Hope you enjoy the story. That doesn't make sense in itself. Right, okay. Where is Mr. Green's shop located? It was marked on Father's map. Evie questioned. Suddenly, a funny-looking man appeared behind them. Two assassins, equal in height, one female, one male. 2 decades old, and those devilish smiles. You must be the Fry twins, the strange man said. And you are, the man replied, Henry Green, at your service. Is this just the fucking beginning to Assassin's Creed Syndicate, really? Let's have a look, see if we can find the fucking reader. The Jacob's point of view. Suddenly, a shadow caught in the row of buildings. It looked like something so intimidating, yet calm and warm. I said to Greenie, "Oh, Emery, what's that?" "Oh, that's YNLN, daughter of the famous master assassin Benjamin LN. She's a troublemaker, but she's a true sweetheart deep down. She has been helping me watch over London as well as get my supplies from my shop, which sometimes go missing. Funnily enough, where did they go to? The sex dungeon. She also studied ninjutsu and she travelled and lived in Japan for 6 years. Then again, why do you ask? Just wondering." I was wondering and secretly amazed by how agile she was. But wow, I actually can't. What the fuck is all these plot holes about? I'm gonna be really pedantic about these things. I don't I'm looking for the sex scene. Yeah, there's no sex scene. This one's called In the Heat, and it says a heat wave is passing through Italy, and Ezio decides to visit the brothel. I can see where this is going because his mother and sister on that fucking brothel. Anywho, let's have a look. It had been the hottest day in history. Even under the light and the cooled fabric of his hood and robes that covered his muscular body, and the Florentine eagle thought he was going to melt into cobblestones of the back alleys. Pulling down his hood, the assassin ran his hand over his face in hopes of removing the sweat building up on his forehead. What he had possessed God or whatever to create this hellish heat. With a growl, Ezio Auditory pulled his hood up to create a shadow to shield his face from the gleaming sun. He had no idea what to do about this heat, especially since it was making his head feel fuzzy. A slow smirk came to the man's handsome face as he caught sight of a group of courtesans that were standing not too far off. Maybe he should pay his younger sister and mother a visit to the brothel they run, and maybe the ladies can help him cool down. What, like his mother and sister, or the actual prostitutes? Which ones? You know, with a new goal in mind, Ezio set out towards the brothel building. The brothel building. I do believe that has a name. Thankfully, the contract he had just finished wasn't too far from the building. Slowly, he made his way through the thick crowds of people, carefully manoeuvring his way through the crowd. He made sure that the guards were still on high alert, didn't see him. When he finally saw the red rose-coloured building, he smiled. A smile couldn't help but form onto his lips. Finally, he could get some relief. Upon entering, the strong scent of roses and perfume attacked his sense of smell. Looking around, he didn't see his mother or sister. That's because they're too busy fucking somebody in the back room at the same time. Excuse me, but where is my mother? Ezio asked the passing courtesans as well. Miss Maria and Miss Claudia are out doing some errands. Funny, you're the second person to ask for them, the blonde-haired woman hummed to herself. Second? Who was the first? Ezio was curious to the answer. That gentleman right over there. The others really seem to like him. Love him. She smiled, pointing over to one of the couches by the walls. He looked over and noticed there were a large crowd of courtesans giggling around one person. His eyes narrowed slightly at the boy. He didn't look like anything special. Why were the ladies interested in him? Grazie, Ezio murmured and turned to look at the boy. She nodded and left, joining the group of girls around the boy. Ezio kept his distance, but did listen. Leo, you are so sweet. Fuck! But anyway, let's have a look. I'm skipping pages now because I hate this thing. I give no compliments, but they are only mere truths. This would make me shoot myself in the leg if I had to say that. What's this say? He quickly began to make his way. What's this shit here? Hang on. However, I have to get going. I will come back when Maria and Claudia are available. Until then, my darlings, Leo said as he stood to the couch. The girls cried out unhappily. Now, don't be like that. I'm staying in Roma for a few months so I can get over some business with one of my partners, and while I do that, I'll be sure to visit often, he said as he swept from the building. However, Ezio was curious as the young man leaving. Something didn't feel right about him. Ezio, we'll get to the bottom of it. I don't really care. This is actually giving me cancer. I sure hope you enjoyed that. I didn't, but the first one was by far the most fucked up because, you know, it was fucked up. And the rest of them only, I don't know, I was just looking for them, seeing if any comedy could come out of them, and really, there wasn't much. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and like, subscribe, and stay away from Assassin's Creed fanfiction because it will fuck with you. And I'll see you all in the next one with another video. So thanks for watching, guys. So, yeah.